Welcome back to New Hampton, everybody. Getting you set for Northeast Iowa Conference baseball tonight. Here is Decorah's starting lineup. Leading off at second base, Colin Nimrod. Batting second at shortstop, Jake Wally. Hitting third at third base, Dustin Carey. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, Josie Jewell. Hitting fifth in right field, James Osley. Hitting sixth, the catcher, Kyle Kane. Batting seventh in left field, Austin Ashbacker. Hitting eighth at first base, Bryce Pierce. And batting ninth in center field, Gavin Nimrod. So it's Nimrod at short, Nimrod at second, Qualley at short, Carey at third, Jewell the pitcher, Osley in right, Kane the catcher, Ashbacker in left, Pierce at first, and Gavin Nimrod in center field. Nolan Boyd getting the start for the Chickasaws. He's 3-0 with a 3.0 ERA. Opponent's hitting .217 against him. He beat Decorah back on the 3rd of June. 7 innings, 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Colin Nimrod stands in from the right-hand side of the plate, and the right-hander Boyd throws his first pitch right at 7:30, and it's a strike to Colin, 0-1. Scott Hoppold calling the balls and strikes, and Tom Sullivan working the base paths tonight. As far as our umpires, here's ground ball up the middle. It's fielded to his left by Stokel. Actually, it goes between his legs and out into center field. So Nimrod will reach on an error to start the ball game. The Vikes were benefited by 7 errors the other night by Charles City. You can bet your bottom dollar that New Hampton will play better defense than that, as Nimrod's at first with nobody out, and Jake Qualley stands in for Decorah in a scoreless game. Qualley already squaring the bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes a strike on the outside edge, 0-1. Defensively for the Chickasaws, counter Cleveland, Dakota Schweitzer, and Tunker Tengi left to right in the outfield. Alex Troina in on the grass at third. A move to first base will send Nimrod back diving to the bag. Stokel at short, Cole McDonald at second, Noah Eichenberger at first, Connor Frericks behind the plate, and Nolan Boyd on the hill. 0-1 delivery. Qualley shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and swings and fouls it straight back and out of play. It is no balls and 2 strikes on Jake Qualley. Qualley was 1 for 7 against New Hampton pitching in the doubleheader. He's hitting .240 on the season with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 8 RBI. Boyd comes set, runner stays put, pitch a fastball up. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Qualley. Boyd comes set again, and a 1-2 to Qualley. He reaches for a curveball and fouls that one straight back and out of play. So Qualley doing a good job of staying alive at 1-2. Boyd has thrown 16 1/3 innings this year, 13 hits, 7 earned runs, 11 walks, and 11 strikeouts. Boyd comes set again, and now he steps off the rubber. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Nimrod a couple of steps off the bag at first. Boyd comes set, and the 1-2 delivery swung on, and a fly ball headed towards left field. Retreating is counter Cleveland. He will make a 2-handed catch in medium to deep left. And Qualley retired, 1 down here in the first inning. 1 on, 1 out for Dustin Carey. A .333 hitter with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 4 RBI. Carey and Jewell tied for the batting average lead on this squad with the .333 average. The pitch to Dustin over the outside edge for a strike, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Slight breeze blowing out towards left field. The stretch and the 0-1 delivery is outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of steps off the bag at first base is Colin Nimrod. Boyd comes set, and the 1-1 delivery hammered towards left center field. And that one is going to be a gapper. It's 2 hops and against the fence. Colin Nimrod getting a stop sign at third base from Coach O. It's a double to left center for Dustin Carey. And the Vikes in business, second and third with 1 out here in the first inning. Third extra base hit of the season for Dustin Carey. All have been doubles. Second and third, one out. Josie Jewell to the plate for Decorah in a scoreless game, top of the first. Jewell at .333 with 5 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 8 RBI. Boyd working out of the stretch in the second and third one-out situation, and the pitch swung out and missed by Josie. No balls and 1 strike. So Boyd has gotten ahead of the first 4 hitters he has faced, but 2 of the first 3 have reached base. The 0-1 delivery, that one just missed the outside edge. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike in the pitcher against pitcher matchup. Josie was 2 for 8 against New Hampton pitching up in Decorah. The 1-1 delivery, that one outside, nice backhand stop by Counter Frericks to prevent perhaps a run from scoring. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Boyd comes set in the 2-1 delivery. That one just missed the outside edge, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike with James Osley waiting a turn on deck. Of course, you don't have to give Josie anything great to hit with first base open here. 3-1, swung out and missed. That's a nice curveball from Nolan Boyd. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Infield playing back at all 4 spots. New Hampton will definitely trade the run for the out in this situation. Boyd comes set, a look around the base pass in, the 3-2 swung on, driven deep left field. Looking up is Connor Cleveland, and that ball is gone! Josie Jewell with his second home run of the season, RBIs 9, 10, and 11, and Decorah off to a 3-0 lead. Nimrod reaches on an error, a double by Carey, got him to third, and Josie brings them both home with a home run to left center field. It's the second home run for Josie and the second home run for the Vikings this year. And James Osley will look to keep the fun going here in the top of the first inning, and he gets hit. Got him in the left arm area. And Osley will make his way down to first base, and Kyle Kane will bat now for Decorah. Kane was 1 for 8 against Chickasaw pitching in Decorah. He's a .234 hitter with 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBI. Boyd delivers on the pitch to Kane, swung on, popped up right side. Eichenberger at first base will make the catch just in front of the outfield grass. Backing up from his first base position, and there's 2 down here in the first inning. A 3-0 lead for Decorah on a Josie Jewell 3-run homer. Osley at first with 2 down, and an Austin Ashbacker to the plate. A 196 hitter, 2 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, and 9 RBIs, and he fist one, pops one up on the first base side, heading into foul territory is Eichenberger. He will make the catch to retire the side. But the Vikes score 3 on 2 hits, 1 error and 1 left, 1 half inning complete. It is Decorah 3 in New Hampton coming to bat. And the Chickasaws will bat this way, leading off in center field, Dakota Schweitzer. Batting second at second base, Cole McDonald. Hitting third, the shortstop, Noah Stokel. Batting fourth in right field, Tucker Tengi. Hitting fifth, the pitcher, Nolan Boyd. Hitting sixth at third base, Alex Troina. Hitting seventh at first base, Noah Eichenberger. Hitting eighth, the designated hitter, Nathan Anderson. Anderson batting for the left fielder, Connor Cleveland. And batting ninth will be the catcher, Connor Frericks. So it's Schweitzer in center, McDonald at second, Stokel at short, Tangy in right, Boyd the pitcher, Troina at third, Eichenberger at first, Anderson the DH for Cleveland the left fielder, and Frericks behind the plate. That lineup will face Josie Jewell. Through 4 1/3 on Friday night, getting a win over Charles City. The combination of Jewell and Qualley gave up a season-high 12 hits, but only 1 walk, and that was a season low for Josie. He's 5-2 with a 3.18 ERA. Opponents only hitting 164 against him. 39 2/3 innings, 30 hits, 18 earned runs, 26 walks, and 47 strikeouts. He got a win over New Hampton on June the 3rd. In Decorah, 8 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 7 walks in that one, and 9 strikeouts as Dakota Schweitzer squares to bunt and looks at a strike over the outside edge. It's 0-1. Schweitzer, a .327 hitter with 4 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 5 RBI. Josie kicks and deals in the 0-1. It's a fastball that misses outside. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Left to right in the outfield for Decorah, Austin Ashbacker, Gavin Nimrod, and James Osley. Dustin Carey at third, Jake Qualley at short, Colin Nimrod at second, and at first base, Bryce Pierce. 1-1 from Josie. A curveball that sails high. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Kyle Kane behind the plate. And Josie Jewell on the hill. 2-1 delivery, swung on and missed. Took a little something off, and Schweitzer out in front. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two, curveball outside corner, strike 3 call. So Schweitzer down on strikes, 1 down here in the first inning. 1 down, nobody on. A Josie Jewell 3-run homer in the top of the first has given Decorah a 3-0 lead. And Cole McDonald from the left-hand side of the plate for New Hampton. He was 2 for 4 with 2 walks against Decorah pitching. And Josie throws the first one outside on a breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. McDonald on the season, .383 with 1 double, 1 triple, no home runs, and 8 RBIs. Pitch in there for a strike. Breaking ball in the inner half that time, and it's 1-1 on Cole McDonald. Jewell ready in the 1-1 offering. That one taken low. Missing on the fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Talking to Coach O about it before the game. Josie's curveball on Friday night was, as Coach O puts it, an above-average high school curveball. 2-1 delivery, fastball outside edge for a strike, and it's 2-2. When Josie has gotten in trouble this year, it's been the inability to locate the fastball, and most of those fastballs were in the hitter's part of the zone against Charles City. 2-2. Inside corner, strike 3 call. Fastball in the inner half gets rid of McDonald. 2 strikeouts to start the game for Josie Jewell. 2 down, nobody on, and Noah Stokel for New Hampton. 3-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the first inning. Stokel was 3 for 7, had a double and 2 RBIs against Decorah pitching. He swings at the first one, flies one into center field. Angling over into right center is Gavin Nimrod. He will make the catch to retire the side. So the Chickasaws go quietly in the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the second. It is 1-0 or 3-0 Decorah. Top of the second inning we go. It's a 3-0 lead for Decorah on a Josie Jewell 3-run homer. In the top of the first, 8-9-1 due for the Vikings here in the second inning. Bryce Pierce, Gavin Nimrod, then Colin Nimrod to face Nolan Boyd. Boyd gave up 1 run in 7 innings against Decorah as Pierce smokes one down the left field line. It'll be a fair ball past the lunging Troina and into the corner. Pierce hustling towards second. He will stand with a double. So Bryce Pierce, who was 0 for 6 at the plate coming in, gets his first hit of the season, a double down the left field line. So Pierce at second, nobody out, and Gavin Nimrod to the plate. And a 3-0 lead for Decorah. Nimrod at 209, 5 doubles, no triples, no home runs, and 6 RBIs. Despite the 209 average, the on-base percentage still good for Gavin at .370. Gavin squares to bunt, does so up the third base side, glove there by Boyd. He will throw on to first base with the second baseman McDonald covering. Moving up to third on the play is Pierce. Sacrifice complete, 1-4. So a runner at third and 1 down for the top of the order, and Colin Nimrod. Third sacrifice of the season for Gavin. Colin reached on an error, and he was on board for the Josie Jewell home run in the first inning. 3-0 Decorah, top of the second. Infield up the corners and back up the middle for New Hampton. As the pitch to Collin is the strike on the outside edge. No balls, one strike. Boyd working out of the stretch in this situation. No balls, one strike, and the pitch taken low. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Collin has successfully squeezed a couple of times this year. One for a base hit, one for a sacrifice. He has 4 of those on the season. Boyd comes set, the 1-1 delivery. Outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2 now on Collin Nimrod. Boyd comes set, a look towards third, and the 1-2 delivery swung on a little number towards the third base side. Boyd off the mound to field. He'll look the runner back and throw over to first base. Collin retired 1-3, 2 down here in the second inning. So it'll be up to Jake Qualley to take advantage of a good opportunity here in the second. Qualley flying out to left his first time, 0 for 1. 3-0 Decorah on the Josie Jewell 3-run homer in the first. Chickasaws went down 1-2-3 in their half of the inning. Boyd will work out of the stretch in this situation, and the pitch outside to Qualley. 1 ball, no strikes. Nolan set again. The 1-0 delivery swung on a chopper to the left side. Fielded in the hole by Stokel. Long throw over to first base. Not in time. Infield single for Qualley. Pierce scores on the play, and it's a 4-0 lead for Decorah. So Qualley gets his 9th RBI of the season as he hit it in the hole at short. Stokel did his best to get to it, but he didn't really have too much of a chance to get Qualley, if at all. So a 4-0 lead for Decorah, and Dustin Carey will look to continue the inning with 2 outs. The pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Decorah scored 5 of their 9 runs on Friday night with 2 outs. A 2-out run there, courtesy of the infield hit by Qualley. 1 ball, no strikes. Boyd delivers the pitch, grounded towards the left side and through for a base hit. So Dustin Carey now 2 for 2 as he rolls one through the left side to send Qualley to second. And Josie Jewell to the plate for Decorah. 2 on, 2 out in the second. Jewell a 3-run homer to left center in his first at-bat. It was his second of the year, and Josie leads the team now with 11 RBI. The pitch in there for a strike to Josie. It is no balls, 1 strike. Away from second, Qualley. Away from first is Carey. Boyd delivers 0-1. Pipes a fastball on the outside edge, taken for a strike 2. And it's no balls, 2 strikes on Josie Jewell. 0-2 with 2 down. Boyd ready in the 0-2 delivery. His fastball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A 4-0 lead for Decorah. A 3-run homer by Jewell and an infield hit by Qualley here in the second. The pitch low and outside. A backhand stop by Frericks. Runners will go. Throw down to third base, and Qualley is gunned down. Trying to take third from Frericks to Troiner, or 2-5. So, the Vikes score 1 on 3 hits and leave 1. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. It is a 4-0 lead for Decorah. Bottom of the second inning we go, a 4-0 lead for Decorah. They got 3 in the first inning on the Josie Jewell home run. Jake Qualley added a infield hit in the second. Middle third of the order due for New Hampton here in the third. In the second, I should say. Tucker Tengi swings the first one and fouls one back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike. Tengi was 3 for 8 against Viking pitching. He's hitting .423 on the season. 4 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, and he leads the squad with 24 RBI. Pitch, swing, and a foul. Right side and over towards the swimming pool. And it's no balls, 2 strikes on Tengi. 0-2 the count. Josie goes sidearm, tries a breaking ball on the outside edge, and it misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tengi, to be followed by Nolan Boyd and Alex Troina in the inning as the pitch swung on and missed. Josie with his third strikeout, and he set down the first 4 to start this one. 1 down, nobody on. 4-0 Decorah here in the bottom of the second. Nolan Boyd will bat the pitcher against pitcher matchup. 378, 2 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs, and 18 RBIs. Curveball for a strike to Nolan, nothing in 1. He was 1 for 6 against Decorah pitching up in Decorah. No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch swung on and missed. Good hard fastball on the outside edge, nothing in 2. Josie ready in the 0-2 delivery, swinging a foul, right side, not a play. So Boyd stays alive at no balls and 2 strikes. Done some nice renovations here to the ballpark in New Hampton. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch sails outside for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Stadium-style seating directly behind home plate. We'll finish up a press box here eventually. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on a fly ball deep right center field. Angling back is Gavin Nimrod. He is under it. He makes a 2-handed catch just in front of the fence by about 10-15 feet in right center field, and Boyd retired for the second out of the inning. 2 down, nobody on. 4-0 Decorah here in the second. And Alex Troina will bat with a 389 average. 2 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 10 RBIs. He was 1 for 6 against Decorah pitching in the doubleheader. First one out of the zone from Josie. 1 ball, no strikes. Added lights here a while back, and this diamond has come a long, long way since the old days. The pitch taken low, 2 balls, no strikes. Not all that long ago, I can remember when this thing was a skin infield. The city and the school district put a lot of money into improving this facility. The pitch in there for a strike, 2 balls, 1 strike. And they've gotten to host quite a few postseason games for 1A, 2A. And 3A, the 2-1 delivery swung on a fly ball out into right center field. Osley and Nimrod converging, and Nimrod will make a running catch in right center to take away a base hit from Troina, and that's that for the second inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the third. It's 4-0 Decorah. It's back again this year. It's the N.J. Petersburg Insurance Runs promotion. Every time the Viking baseball or softball team is leading in the 6th inning or beyond and scores another run, it's an A&J Petersburg Insurance Run every time that happens. The Decorah Viking Athletic Booster Club gets $20 from the A&J Petersburg Agency, Insurance, and Real Estate. Noah Stokel is going to come into the game for New Hampton. Stokel moves from short to pitcher. Cole McDonald is now at shortstop. Noah Eichenberger has moved over to second base, and Nolan Boyd has moved to first base. So Boyd done after 2 innings. 2 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. No walks, no strikeouts. That's after throwing 7 against Decorah in a victory back on June the 3rd. 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. The Vikes left double digits on base that night. That night, Boyd was able to make the key pitch when it counts, but the Vikes jumped on top of him here in the first inning. Josie Jewell was at bat when Qualley was caught trying to move from second to third on a pass ball. In the second inning, he'll look at a strike from Stokel. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 swung on, popped up right side, a foul ball, and out of play. It is no balls, 2 strikes on Josie Jewell. Stokel making his 6th appearance. He's 3-1 with 2.85 ERA. Opponents only hitting 151 against him. 0-2 delivery swung on, smacked into center field, but right at the center fielder, Dakota Schweitzer. He will make the catch, 1-0 here in the 3rd inning. That is the first time a Viking hitter has been retired to start a frame, and James Osley, who was hit by a pitch in the first, will stand in. 4-0 Decorah here in the 3rd. Stokel delivers, and the pitch swung on, a pop-up, foul down the right side and out of play. No balls, 1 strike on Osley. Stokel, 19 2/3 innings, 11 hits, 8 earned runs, 8 walks, and 13 strikeouts for New Hampton. His job is to keep Decorah at bay and give the Chickasaw offense a chance to get back into this one. Pitch swung on, popped up, right side. Coming in is the right fielder, Tucker Tangy, in shallow to medium depth right to make a 2-handed grab for the second out of the inning. So one right fielder retires the other. So 2 down, nobody on here in the third. And Kyle Kane, who popped out to first his first time up, will fly one down the left field line. Connor Cleveland is under it. He will make the catch in medium to deep left field. And a quick third inning for New Hampton. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Decorah up by a 4-0 margin. Welcome back to New Hampton. 4-0 Decorah as we start the bottom of the third. It's a busy week of coverage here on AM 1240 KDEC and at KDECRadio.net. Tomorrow night we'll have Decorah Vikings softball. They'll head down to Owine for a doubleheader beginning at 5:50. We'll have both games on the air on AM 1240 KDEC. Coming up on Wednesday night, the baseball team will travel to Cresco to take on the Cadets. 7:20 airtime for that one. Thursday night, the softball team will be at Waverly Shellrock, 5:50 airtime for a doubleheader on that one. And then Friday night, it's Decorah and Owine from Decorah. And that will be a 7:20 start time on AM 1240 KDEC. Jewell has set down the first 6 he has faced, 3 on strikeouts, 3 on fly balls, outs to Gavin Nimrod in center field. Noah Eichenberger now playing second base. We'll look at the first one low from Josie. 1 ball, no strikes. Josie ready in the 1-0 delivery. That one catches the outside corner, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 1. Curveball taken up. It's 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Josie ready, 2-1. Ground ball to the right side. To his left is Colin Nimrod. He'll pick it up, and an easy toss over to Bryce Pierce at first. Retires Eichenberger. 1 second baseman retires the other. And 7 in a row shut down for Jewell. 1 down, nobody on. 4-0 Decorah here in the third. And Nathan Anderson will come to the plate. Anderson swings and misses at the first one, 0-1. Anderson was 0 for 4 against Decorah pitching. He's a .353 hitter with 2 doubles, no triples, 1 home run, and 6 RBI. Next pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to count on Nathan Anderson. A 4-0 lead for Decorah as we play the bottom of the third. The pitch, curveball inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. This is Vikings Radio, 1240 KDEC Decorah. And KDECRadio.net. Darren Swenson with you from New Hampton tonight for Northeast Iowa Conference baseball. Pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-2 on the Chickasaw DH. 2-2 delivery. Just missed the outside edge, and for the first time tonight, Josie goes to a full count on a Chickasaw batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Josie ready, the 3-2 taken low for ball 4, so Nathan Anderson becomes the first Chickasaw to reach base. Anderson at first with 1 down, and Connor Frericks will bat for New Hampton. Chickasaw is trailing 4-0. Frericks at .263, no extra base hits, and 7 RBI. Carey will play even with the bag at third. Pierce will hold the runner on at first. Josie working out of the stretch for the first time tonight. The pitch is over the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Josie only had one walk, a season low, and a start on Friday night against Charles City. Pitch little number up the third base side, and it rolls foul. Pitch jammed Frericks. Hit a pretty high lip between the dirt and the grass on the third base side, and it carried him into foul territory, and Dustin Carey was able to retrieve it. And it snowballs 2 strikes on Frericks. Couple of steps off of first, Nathan Anderson. He's 7 for 8 stealing this year. The pitch, a fastball up, is 1 ball and 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Stretch and the 1-2 delivery. Curveball taken low. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes now on counter Frericks. Josie was up 0-2. Frericks has worked the count back to even it up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 delivery, fastball outside. And now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. So we'll see if Coach McDonald puts anything on with the full count here. There is 1 out here in the third inning of a 4-0 Decorah lead. The stretch, runner stays put, pitch swung on and missed. Josie took a little something off, and Frericks out in front. And now the delayed steal try, and Anderson is going to get thrown out at second base. Kane threw behind the runner at first, Pierce threw to second, and Colin Nimrod. And a caught stealing 1-3-4 will take care of the Chickasaws here in the third. A walk and nobody left. We head to the fourth. It is a 4-0 lead for Decorah. 4-0 Decorah as we go to the fourth inning. A Josie Jewell 3-run homer in the first inning, and an infield hit by Jay Qualley to score Bryce Pierce in the second inning has been the scoring. Josie Jewell through 3 has given up no hits, has walked 1, and has struck out 4. Update from Decorah on softball tonight. Bottom of the second inning. Decorah leading Owine by a 7-0 margin. Those two teams playing the first of 3 games in the course of a little over 24 hours. They'll play a doubleheader down at Owine and a rain-out makeup tomorrow night. You can hear both those games right here on the radio as Austin Ashbacker will bat. He fouled out to first in the first 0 for 1. 4-0 lead for Decorah as Ashbacker singles into left field. First ball swinging for the second consecutive at-bat, and Ashbacker gets the 6th base hit of the night for Decorah. So Stokel, who had a 1-2-3 third inning, gives up a single to Ashbacker here in the fourth, and Bryce Pierce will bat. He doubled to left and scored the 4th run of the game for Decorah in the second inning. So Stokel will work out of the stretch for the first time tonight. Pierce squaring to bunt and takes a backdoor breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Bryce pulled the bat back, and that one ended up catching the corner. It is no balls and 1 strike to count on Bryce Pierce. Couple of steps off the bag at first base is Ashbacker. Pierce bunts directly back to the mound. Stokel fields in front of the mound, throws to first base with Boyd covering. Sacrifice good, 1-3. Ashbacker up to second base on the plate. And Gavin Nimrod, who sacrificed Pierce from second to third back in the second, will bat. That was the first sacrifice of the year for Bryce Pierce. 4-0 Decorah here in the fourth inning. Nimrod from the left-hand side of the plate. First pitch outside from the right-hander, Stokel. 1 ball, no strikes. Nolan Boyd threw the first 2. Gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, no walks, no strikeouts. Stretch, Stokel looks at second, and the pitch swung on, hammered towards right center field and deep, and that ball is gone! Gavin Nimrod with his first home run of the season, RBI 7 and 8, and Decorah takes a 6-0 lead. A 1-0 pitch into the wheelhouse of Gavin Nimrod, scoring Ashbacker in front of him, and the Vikes have extended the advantage here in the fourth inning. Seven hits for Decorah and 6 runs here in the fourth. And Colin Nimrod will look to keep the fun going here in the fourth inning. Batting for the third time in 4 frames. He reached on an error in the first and grounded back to the pitcher in the second as the first pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Stokel gets the sign from Ferks, and the 1-0 is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Decorah now with 3 home runs on the season. 2 of them have come tonight here in New Hampton. The 2-0 delivery is outside for 3 balls, no strikes on Nimrod. Jake Qualley waiting his turn in the on-deck circle. The 3-0, Colin with the take sign. He takes one on the inside edge for a strike. It is now 3-1. Pitch swung on, popped up, foul, straight back and out of play. So now it's 3 balls, 2 strikes on Nimrod. Top of the third up in Decorah with the softball game. Decorah leading Owine by a 7-0 margin. 3-2 inside for ball 4. First walk given up by Chickasaw pitching tonight as Nimrod reaches for the second time in 3 at-bats. Jake Qualley will bat, 2 in, 1 down, a runner at first. 6-0 Decorah here in the fourth. Qualley 1 for 2, moved to first base, back to the bag diving is Colin. Colin has not attempted a stolen base yet this year. Qualley flew out to left in the first, got an infield hit to knock in a run in the second, and a look at a strike, 0-1. Inning started with an Ashbacker single to left. He was sacrificed to second, and Gavin Nimrod hit a 2-run homer as that one swung on and fouled at the plate. So it's no balls, 2 strikes on Jake Qualley. Nothing in 2 the count. A lead at first base by Nimrod, and a move to first base will send Nimrod back to the bag. Stretched by Stokel. And the pitch swung on a fly ball into shallow right field. Coming on is Tucker Tangiel. He'll have to play it on a hop, and he will throw to second base. And not making the play out there is McDonald. That is at a funny angle with the sun, and I don't know if McDonald even saw that ball coming in from right field. Vikes got lucky there, as Nimrod was waiting for that ball to be caught. Tangy threw towards second base, and McDonald lost the ball, so it ends up being first and second. 2 in and 1 down, and Dustin Carey will look to make it a big inning for Decorah. Carey will look at a pitch outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Dustin doubled and scored in the first and singled to left in the third. 6-0 Decorah. We play the fourth. Stokel delivers, and the pitch high. It hops out of the glove of Furrick, so moving up 90 feet will be Nimrod and Qualley. 2 balls, no strikes on Carey. And now with the runner at third, any ball to the outfield will score a run. For the moment, the infield is back for New Hampton. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch swung on a looper into, or still on the infield, making the play, retreating from his third base position is Troina. Big out there for New Hampton as they get Carey to pop out softly on a 2-0 count. So 2 down, second and third, and Josie Jewell for Decorah. And they will intentionally walk Jewell to load the bases. Probably not an unwise move, knowing the fact that first base was open in that situation, and you have a 195 hitter or a 163 hitter coming to the plate. Jake Hovden will get Jules courtesy at third base. And Coach Owen Zach will take an offensive timeout. Give a few words of encouragement to James Osley, who has been hit by a pitch in the first and fly to right in the third. It is a and the pitch, a strike. It's a 6-0 lead for Decorah. Pitch swung on, it's back to the left field, and a base hit. Nimrod will score. Coming to the plate is Qualley. He will score without a play. Hovden will make it to third. Osley will make it to second. A 2-run, 2-out single for James Osley. Osley now with 4 and 5 RBIs on the season. It's an 8-0 lead for Decorah. And Coach Corey McDonald will come out of the third base box to talk with his infield and battery. Decorah with 3 hits in the inning. Have been helped out by a couple of New Hampton errors as well, and 1 walk. And it looks like Cole McDonald will be coming in for the Chickasaws. We'll tell you more about the changes here in a moment. Noah Eichenberger will be the new pitcher for New Hampton. Eichenberger making his 4th appearance, 1-0, a 1.40 ERA, 3.66 opponent's batting average against, 10 innings, 15 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. So Eichenberger will move from second to the mound. It looks like Stokel and McDonald will stay in the game. We'll see what positions they go to here, as it's been a profitable 4th inning for Decorah. Decorah has scored 3 of their 8 runs with 2 outs. Stokel will go to second, or to short, I should say. And Cole McDonald will move back to second where he started the game. And Kyle Kane will come to the plate, second and third, 2 outs here in the 4th inning of an 8-0 Decorah lead. He's the 9th batter of the inning, as Kane looks the first one low, 1 ball, no strikes. That's the first time Kyle has taken a pitch tonight. He is 0 for 2. He popped to first in the first and fly to left in the third. Stretched by Eichenberger, and the pitch. Outside again, it's 2 balls, no strikes. The runner at third is Jake Hovden, the courtesy runner for Josie Jewell. The 2-0 delivery. Curve for a strike. It's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And Eichenberger steps off the rubber and bluffs the throw to third. Eichenberger ready. The 2-1 swung on, popped up down the left field line, angling into foul territory, and it will land foul as Stokel, Troina, and Cleveland all went after it, but it lands foul, and it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Kyle Kane. A 2-run homer for Nimrod in this inning, and a 2-run single by James Osley in this inning. Hovden off a third, Osley off a second, 2-2 to Kane, slips out of the hand on the breaking ball by Eichenberger, and it's taken high for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Eichenberger comes set in the 3-2 delivery, swung on and fouled back. Pretty good curveball on the outer part of the plate, and Kane did a good job of battling there. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count remains on Kyle Kane. The stretch and the 3-2 delivery, breaking ball outside for ball 4. So the bases loaded once again. And Cole Sweska will get Kane's courtesy at first base. So Hovden at third, Osley at second, and Sweska at first. 4 in, 2 down here in the fourth inning. And Austin Ashbacker, who started this fun earlier this frame with a single to left, he was on board for the Nimrod home run. He will bat. He also fouled to first in the first, so he's 1 for 2. The pitch swung on and smacked into left field, and a base hit. Hovden will score. Osley coming to the plate. He will score without a play. A 2-run, 2-out single for Austin Ashbacker, who now has 11 RBI on the season, and it's 10-0 Decorah. So Ashbacker into double digits in RBIs. Jewell got there as well tonight, and Bryce Pierce will look to keep it going for Decorah. Sweska at second, Ashbacker at first, 6 in, 2 down, fourth inning, and Pierce is 1 for 1. He'll swing and foul one this way on the first base side. No balls and 1 strike. Pierce doubled and scored in the second inning and sacrificed a runner-up in the fourth. Sweska away from second and Ashbacker away from first. Eichenberger comes set. And the pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. It is 0-2. That last base hit for Ashbacker closes the book on Stokel. 1 2/3, 3 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 1 intentional, no strikeouts. No balls and 2 strikes on Bryce Pierce. And the 0-2 delivery swung on, driven down the left field line, but foul. He hit it well, but he hit it foul. And the count remains 0-2 on Pierce. On 2 with 2 down and 2 on. Vikes lead at 10-0 here in the fourth. The 0-2 fastball up from Eichenberger is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vikes with 9 hits, and they've been helped out by 3 Chickasaw errors. The 1-2 delivery swung on, a blooper out in the left field. It'll land for a base hit. Sweska rounding third, coming to the plate. The throw to the plate from Cleveland is cut off. Another 2-out RBI single. This one from Bryce Pierce. It's 11-0 Decorah. Ashbacker moves up to second on the play. A 7-run fourth inning, and Corey McDonald out to talk to Eichenberger here. So the Vikes, who have struggled with the stick throughout the course of the majority of this season, have definitely brought their hitting sticks tonight, as Alex Troina will now come in and pitch for New Hampton. We'll tell you about the changes here in a moment. Troina throws the first one out of the zone to Nimrod, and there's a strike. It's 1-1. Alex Troina becoming the 4th pitcher of the night for New Hampton. He's making his 4th appearance, 1-0 with a 1.62 ERA, and that one down the right field line and foul. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Gavin Nimrod, the 12th batter of the inning for Decorah. It is an 11-0 lead for the Vikings. Nimrod with the sacrifice bunt in the second inning, and a 2-run homer earlier this frame. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ashbacker off a second, Pierce off a first, and the pitch low, and it caroms away from Frericks. And moving up at 90 feet will be Ashbacker and Pierce. That one will be a wild pitch on Troina. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Nimrod. The pitch swung on, a ground ball to the right side, picked up there by Eichenberger, who's now at second again, throws on to first base to retire Nimrod and the side here in the 4th inning, but not before the Vikes score 7 on 5 hits, helped out by 2 Chickasaw errors and 2 runners left. 3.5 complete in this one. It's an 11-0 lead for Decorah. Bottom of the 4th inning we go. A 3-run first, a solo tally in the second, and a 7-run 4th has given Decorah a comfortable advantage as they lead it 11-0. 11 runs on 10 hits and no errors for Decorah. No runs, no hits, and 3 errors for New Hampton. Josie threw 3, has thrown 41 pitches, walked 1, struck out 4, hasn't given up a run or a hit, and he's faced the minimum. Dakota Schweitzer will start the second trip around the batting order, as Schweitzer struck out looking back in the first 0 for 1. The pitch, a little low, a little outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of the 4th inning up in the softball game at Decorah. Decorah leading Owine in that one by an 8-1 margin. 1-0 is outside for 2 balls, no strikes on Dakota Schweitzer. So the offense with their best outing in quite some time. In fact, I believe 11 hits is the season high. Is that a fly ball into center field? As Nimrod overruns it a little bit, has to lunge back, and he makes a catch in center field for the first out here in the 4th inning. That was landing a little in front of, or intended to land a little in front of Nimrod, as he overran the ball a bit and lunged back and made it one-handed. But it counts as an out in the scorebook. 1 down, nobody on here in the 4th inning. And Cole McDonald will look the first pitch inside. 1 ball, no strikes. McDonald struck out looking in the first inning. 0 for 1. 11-0 Decorah. We play the 4th. The 1-0 delivery is taken low. It's 2 balls, no strikes. 5 of the 7 runs Decorah scored in the 4th inning all came with 2 outs. 2 balls, no strikes. The count on Cole McDonald. The pitch outside is 3 balls, no strikes now on McDonald. Decorah got a 3-run homer from Josie Jewell in the first, a 2-out RBI single by Qualley to score Pierce in the second. 3-0 inside for ball 4. Second walk for Josie Jewell. McDonald becomes the second base runner, and he is 8 for 8 in the steal column. 1 on, 1 out here in the first inning. Can't imagine too many gambles are going to be taking place down 11-0, but you never know, as Noah Stokel fly to center his first time up. He is 0 for 1. The pitch inside, and Josie throws 5 consecutive out of the zone. Last thing you want to do when you have an 11-0 lead, but what's happening here is the pitch swung on, fouled, right side and out of play. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, but sometimes when you have that much of a delay between times and sequences out on the hill, that causes a little in-game rust. 1 ball, 1 strike count. The pitch, curveball, taken for a strike on the outer half. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on Noah Stokel, who fly to center his first time up. Josie comes set, 1-2 delivery, swung on, smacked into right center field. After it is James Osley. He lunges, he can't get there. It's a few hops and to the wall. McDonald hits third base. He is being waved in by Coach McDonald, and Coach McDonald gives him a late stop sign. It'll be a double to right center by Noah Stokel. That's the first hit of the night as Stokel gets his 5th double of the season. 2nd and 3rd, 1 out for the Chickasaws here in the 4th inning. And Tucker Tengi will come to the plate. Tengi struck out swinging his first time up in the second, 0 for 1. 2nd and 3rd, 1 down. Chickasaws with multiple base runners on for the first time in this game in an inning as Tengi swings and fouls the first pitch back. No balls in, 1 strike to count. Stretch, and the 0-1 from Josie swung on, and a chopper towards short, fielded there by Qualley. He'll throw on to first base to retire Tengi. McDonald will score to make it an 11-1 ball game. Vikes had their infield back in this situation, up 11. You obviously trade a run for an out. Stokel made it to 3rd on the play. He will be there with 2 down, and Nolan Boyd to the plate for Decorah, or for New Hampton. He flied to center his first time up and looks at a curve for a strike. 0-1. Stretch by Josie, and the 0-1 delivery swung on and missed, and it's 0-2 on Boyd. The RBI for Tengi was his 25th of the season, and that leads the Chickasaws in that category. 0-2 delivery from Josie, just missed A sidearm breaking ball in the outside half. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 the count with 2 down. Josie ready in the 1-2 delivery, swinging a foul back to the screen, so we'll do it again at 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Josie gets the sign from Kyle Kane. Comes set in the 1-2. Similar spot, similar result, just missed outside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Deuce is wild, and here it comes from Josie. Pitch outside corner, strike 3 called. So Jewell gets his 5th strikeout of the night. New Hampton gets on the board for the first time. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We head to the 5th. It's Decorah 11 and New Hampton 1. 11-1 Decorah with the lead. As we go to the 5th inning, Alex Troina is the 4th pitcher of the night for New Hampton. 3 of them threw in that 7-run 4th inning for Decorah. Nolan Boyd started for New Hampton. 2 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, no walks, no strikeouts. Noah Stokel went an inning and 2/3, 3 hits, 6 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 1 intentional, and no strikeouts. Noah Eichenberger, no innings, 2 hits, 1 run, unearned, 1 walk, and 0 strikeouts. Colin Nimrod will bat for the 4th time in 5 frames. He's been on base 2 of the 3 times, and each time he's reached base, he has scored. And the first pitch goes outside as 1 ball, no strikes. Nimrod reached on an error and scored in the first, tapped back to the pitcher in the second, and walked and scored in the 4th. 1-0, swung on a little number up the third base side, and it caroms into foul territory, and it's fielded there by Cole McDonald. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Decorah got 3 in the first. To Josie Jewell, 3-run homer, a 2-out RBI single in the second by Qualley. A 2-run homer by Nimrod made it 6-0 in the 4th inning, and the rest of the runs came with 2 outs. 1-1 curveball taken on the outside edge for a strike, and it's 1-2. 2 RBI single by Osley, a 2 RBI single by Ashbacker, and an RBI single by Pierce. Swinging a pop-up foul territory right side. Nolan Boyd coming over, and it will land between him and Connor Frericks to the right of the New Hampton dugout to our right. So it's still 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Corin softball is taking a 9-1 lead over Owine in the top of the 5th. This pitch taken up. It is 2 balls, 1 strike, or 2 balls, 2 strikes. Also in the conference tonight, Cresco has defeated Charles City 2-1. Next pitch high, it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. That game was actually played at Riceville. Obviously, anytime there's high water, there's issues with the Charles City field. 3-2, check swing and a foul ball, so we'll do it again at 3 balls, 2 strikes on Colin Nimrod. So Cresco moves up to 4-5 of the league. Charles City drops to 1-9. The other game tonight, Waverly Shellrock at walk-on. 3-2, swung on, popped up, shallow right field, angling down the line, and it ends up a fair ball, or a foul ball, I should say, up the right side, as Nimrod blooped one down the right field line, but it ended up foul. And this will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat between Troina and Colin Nimrod to start things here in the 5th. 11-1, Decorah with the lead. Troina delivers, pitch swung on, a fly ball, fair territory, right center field. And Chuck Ertangi is under this one. He will make the catch for the first out here in the 5th. So 1 down, nobody on for Jake Qualley. 11-1, Decorah with the lead. Qualley fly to left in the first, RBI single in the second, reached on an error, and scored in the 4th. Qualley from the right-hand side of the plate against the right-hander, Troina. And Troina throws a strike. It's 0-1. Boyd, the pitcher of record for New Hampton. To the moment, the 0-1 delivery is low and outside for 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. Pitch swung on, a fly ball down the left field line, and that one is going to be fair. And up against the fence, Qualley will hit second base and stop right there. Qualley gets his 3rd double of the season. A double down the left field line. He'll be at second with 1 out here in the 5th. And Brady Dolly will bat for Dustin Carey, and now Brayton Meyer will run for Jake Qualley. So Meyer will run for Qualley, and Brady Dolly will get an opportunity here in the 5th inning. Dolly 0 for 4 on the season. And now Jake Qualley will head down to the bullpen and warm up a little bit with bullpen catcher Sean Truant. Runner at second and 1 down. Carey is 2 for 3. Doubled and scored in the 1st, single to left in the 2nd, popped to 3rd in the 5th as Dolly will bat for him now, and Brady looks at a strike, 0-1. Stretch, a look back at second, and the 0-1 delivery. Curveball just missing outside. It is 1 ball and 1 strike with 1 down and 1 on number 1. 11-1, Decorah leads it here in the 5th. The 1-1 delivery is outside for 2 balls, 1 strike now. Meyer a lead at second. The stretch by Troina, a look back at second, and the 2-1 is outside for 3 balls, 1 strike on Brady Dolly with Josie Jewell in the on-deck circle. 3-1 the count with 1 down. The pitch to Brady swung on, a fly ball right field and deep. Retreating is Tucker Tangy. He is under it. He will make the catch. Tagging at second, heading to third is Meyer. The throw to third, not in time. So Dolly hit it well, flew out deep to right. A decent relay by the Chickasaws, but not quite in time to get Brayton Meyer moving to third. He'll be there with 2 down. And Josie Jewell will come to the plate. He hit a 3-run homer in the 1st, slide to center in the 3rd. Intentionally walked in the 4th inning. 11-1 the score, Decorah on top. Pitch to Josie taken high by Troina. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes to count on Josie Jewell. Outside for 3 balls, no strikes. Josie didn't look down for a sign from Coach O, and he takes all the way and takes for ball 4. Coach O's been a little animated tonight, but after a team has struggled a little bit and puts 11 runs on the board, sometimes when we get a margin like this, things tend to happen, which lead to bad habits and a little bit of laziness. And Coach Owen the only way that he can is trying to make sure that doesn't happen. So James Osley will bat with runners at the corners and 2 down. 11-1 the score. Decorah on top here in the 5th. Breaking ball outside to Osley. 1 ball, no strikes. Osley hit by a pitch in the 1st, fly to right in the 3rd, and single to left to knock in 2 runs and scored himself in the 4th inning. 11-1, runner goes, pitch taken outside, throw down to second base is not in time. Hovden will take second, and coming down the line and scoring uncontested is Brighton Meyer. And it's a 12-1 ball game as Decorah now has the 11-1 margin. 1-1 on Osley, and the pitch hammered towards left field, and that'll land for a hit and go all the way to the fence. Jake Hubden will score easily. Osley will go to second and stand there with a double, his third RBI of the night. And the lead is now 13-1 for Decorah. That's the first extra base hit of the season for Osley, and he has doubled his RBIs on the night, going from 3 to 6. So a 2 spot here in the 5th inning has given Decorah a little bit of an advantage, or a little bit of cushion if you want to finish this thing in 5, as Cole Sweska will bat for Kyle Kane here. Kane was 0 for 2. He walked, and Sweska scored for him as a courtesy runner, so Cole will get the opportunity to bat for him now. Sweska is 0 for 1 on the season. He has scored 5 runs, appeared in virtually every game as a pinch hitter here, or a courtesy runner, I should say. Pitch for a strike. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one, the pitch swung on, smacked into left field and past Stokel and into left for a base hit. Osley will score on an RBI single to left by Cole Sweska. It's now 14-1 Decorah. So the Vikes with a 3 spot here in the 5th inning. And Austin Ashbacker will be called back, and Sean Truan will now get an opportunity. I think Sean was down in the bullpen, and Sean is sprinting as fast as I've ever seen him sprint. And he will grab a bat. Hopefully he still has his wits about him when he comes up to the plate. Steal of home by Meyer, an RBI double by Osley, and an RBI single by Sweska here in the 5th inning has made it 14-1. And Sean will stand in with a runner at first, 3 in and 2 down here in the 5th, 14-1 Decorah. Troina will move to first base, Sweska back to the bag diving. Pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes to count. (1-0) outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Vikes have scored in every inning except the 3rd. (2-0) is high. It's 3 balls, no strikes on Sean Truant. 3-0 with 2 down. Pitch inside corner for a strike. It's now 3-1. (3-1) swung on, driven into right field. Retreating is Tucker Tengi. He is under it, and he will make the catch to retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left. Vikes will look to finish it out next, as they lead it 14-1 after 4.5. Bottom of the 5th inning. Decorah with a 14-1 lead. I believe everybody re-entered that was batted for. It appears so. Defense looks the same for Decorah. Softball team has come away with victory tonight, 11-1 in 5 innings. Chelsea Twait with 2 home runs and Lexi Shelton with 10 strikeouts as Decorah beats Owine. The Vikes will take on Owine tomorrow night at Owine. We'll have it for you at 5:50 for a doubleheader. as that's a rain-out makeup. As Alex Troina looks at a strike, 0-1. Troina fly to center in the second inning, 0-for-1. 14-1 Decorah. Pitch swung on, fouled away, right side out of play in case you're just joining us. First inning 3-run homer by Josie Jewell. 2-out RBI single in the second by Jake Qualley. A 2-run homer in the fourth by Gavin Nimrod. 0-2 delivery swung on and fouled at the plate. 0-2 the count. Then 2-out RBIs, a 2-run single by Osley in the fourth, a 2-run single by Ashbacker in the fourth, and an RBI single by Pierce in the fourth. Curveball taken for strike 3 on the inside edge. 1 down here in the fifth inning. And in the fifth inning, a steal of home by Brayton Meyer, an RBI double by Osley, and an RBI single by Cole Sweska. 1 down, nobody on for Noah Eichenberger, who grounded to second in the second. As they'll look at the first one low, 1 ball, no strikes. Vikes will have Waterloo Columbus tomorrow night at home. JV varsity starting at 5:30. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Josie on the night with 6 strikeouts, 2 walks. Pitch swung on, fouled away, right side out of play. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now from Josie Jewell. Josie about ready to throw his 69th pitch of the game. Pitch, curveball in the dirt. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. Josie ready, 3-2, or a 2-2, taken low for ball 3. Third time tonight, Josie's gone full on a Chickasaw hitter. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch swung on, fouled away, right side and out of play, so Eichenberger battling for the Chickasaws. By the way, closed circuit to Connor Doyle, thanks. Curveball outside for ball 4. Eichenberger draws the 3rd walk for Josie Jewell. Qualley has warmed up, in case you're wondering. Obviously, Decorah is hoping it doesn't get to that point. As Nathan Anderson will bat, as a curveball taken on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Anderson walked in the 3rd inning and was caught stealing on a delayed steal attempt. Curveball a little bit low, a little bit outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. One and 1 the count. The pitch swung on and missed. It's 1-2 now on Nathan Anderson. Josie comes set, and the 1-2 delivery swing and a foul right off the chest protector of the home plate umpire, Scott Hopp. That's why you wear that protective equipment. Hopp didn't even flinch behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Or 1-2, I'm sorry, and the pitch swung on and missed. Anderson tried to wait back, but waited too long. And he strikes out, becoming the 7th strikeout victim of Josie Jewell on the night. Runner at first, 2 down here in the 5th. And Connor Frericks, the last hope for the moment for New Hampton. He'll take a curve for a strike, 0-1. 14-1 Decorah. As we play the bottom of the 5th inning. Stretch and the 0-1 fastball driven down the right field line. Underneath it is Osley. He makes a running catch towards the line, and that's that. And that's a Viking victory. Decorah makes quick work of the New Hampton Chickasaws tonight by a 14-1 margin. 14 runs on 13 hits. No errors and 5 runners left for Decorah. 1 run, 1 hit, 3 errors, and 2 runners left for New Hampton. Josie Jewell, the winning pitcher, he's now 6-2. Throws 5 innings, gives up 1 hit, 1 run, walks 3, and strikes out 7. Nolan Boyd, the losing pitcher, he is now 3-1. So New Hampton drops to 13-4 overall, 7-3 in conference play. Decorah improves to 11-5 overall and 7-3 in conference play. We have many people to thank for making this broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the game home to you tonight. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you, the listener, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We know you enjoyed the outcome. Final score tonight, Decorah defeats New Hampton 14-1 in 5 innings. We'll have Decorah softball on the air tomorrow night. The Viking softball team will take on Owine. Our coverage for that doubleheader will begin at 5:50. The softball team beat Owine in 5 tonight by an 11-1 margin. So for our entire KDEC sports team, Darren Swenson saying so long from New Hampton. Vikes win it tonight 14-1 in 5. Thanks a bunch for tuning in, and we will talk to you again tomorrow evening.